name is Dante Raby, and welcome to episode 3 of the season 2 premiere kickoff of First Down Sports News. At this 6 o'clock edition of the third episode of the season premiere, I'm bringing you NBA talk until tip off for the Celtics and 76ers from the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The first game we're going to talk about is the Celtics versus the 76ers tonight at the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. If you're looking at the Celtics, both teams come in at 5-1. Who do I think going to come out on top in this game? I think the Celtics going to come out on top in this game. They got more power. They got more finesse. They got Kristaps Porzingis, the big man, who I think can handle Joel Embiid. And I think with the 76ers giving away James Harden, they're going to put a lot of scoring on Joel Embiid. And the Celtics got a lot of people to handle the ball and handle a lot of scoring with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. And Derek White. So I think the load will be handled tonight for the Celtics to walk out victorious over the 76ers. The second game we're going to be looking at is the Spurs versus the Knicks at Madison Square Garden in New York City. This is Spurs Mafia now, they say. The Spurs been looking pretty good. They beat the Suns 2 times in a row. And, hey, you got to give it to them. The Spurs are a young team coached under Popovich. So, you got to give it to them. I do think that the Knicks have more experience. But I think the Spurs going to come out on top in this one. Really nothing you can say. I really do think the Spurs will come out on top. I think with a tall 7'2" player, Wembanyama, that dude is outstanding. And I think he going to be a very dominant presence to come throughout the future, throughout the year. And I just can't wait to see what his career holds. But I do think he have enough power and enough powerhouse to lead the Spurs over the New York Knicks tonight. Third game we'll be tuning in to is the Golden State Warriors versus the defending NBA champions, the Denver Nuggets. I do think this is going to be a high-scoring game. Jamal Murray has been ruled out tonight for the Denver Nuggets. Actually, he's going to be out for a month with a hamstring. So, we're going to see what the Nuggets going to do tonight. The Warriors also going to be without their big man Draymond Green tonight for family reasons. So, gonna see how they gonna adjust with that. They might go small ball like they usually do, but we're gonna have to see what the Denver Nuggets can. The Denver Nuggets overcome the high-powered Golden State Warriors and Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. So we'll just have to see how that game go. But I'm taking the Golden State Warriors tonight over the Denver Nuggets. Game 4, Washington Wizards versus the Charlotte Hornets. Two up-and-coming franchises that's coming down to the wire. One led by Michael Jordan, and the other one gonna be led by a player that won championships with Golden State, Jordan Poole. So we're gonna have to see, can Jordan Poole adjust? The Wizards are 1-5 right now. We're gonna have to see, can they adjust? But I'm taking the Charlotte Hornets in this one with LaMelo Ball, bringing the Charlotte Hornets out on top over the Wizards. Game number 5, going to pick the Utah Jazz and the Indiana Pacers down in Indiana. Toss up. I think Warner going to lead the Pacers over the Jazz tonight. I don't think the Jazz is built like they used to when they used to have Donovan Mitchell. Um, I think Warner is gonna be becoming an up and coming talent in the NBA. So I think he gonna lead the Pacers out victorious tonight over the Utah Jazz. Game number 6, Clippers versus the Nets down at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. The Clippers just added James Harden to the roster. He will be suiting up tonight, playing alongside Russell Westbrook, Paul George, and Kawhi Leonard. The Nets, they got Jones. They got all them dudes over there that got traded out of Phoenix. So we'll just have to see how that game go. But I'm taking the Nets over the Clippers tonight. I think, like Russell Westbrook said, when James Harden got there, it's gonna take time for them to gel. It's gonna take time for them to build a solid foundational relationship on the court. So I'm taking the Nets over the Clippers, a team that been together ever since last year, that went on a second round playoff run. So I'm taking Nets over the Clippers tonight. Game 7, Suns versus Bulls down in Chicago, Illinois. The Suns, I wasn't expecting this record 3-4. I thought they would have been having a better season than this. But Devin Booker been hurt. Bradley Beal just getting into the fold. Kevin Durant playing a position he haven't played his whole career, power forward. So you just got to see what's going to go on there. And the Bulls, DeMar DeRozan, been there about 2 years. They trying to build something over there. They've been trying to build something for a while over there. Trying to bring another NBA championship back to Chicago. But I'm taking the Phoenix Suns over the Bulls in this one. I think Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, and Kevin Durant gonna put on a show tonight. So I'm taking Suns over the Bulls. Next game, Lakers, Rockets in Houston. LeBron James in his 21st season in the NBA, playing dominant, playing like he haven't lost a step. In the Rockets, Dylan Brooks over there got traded from Memphis this offseason. You just got to see what they going to do. But I'm taking Lakers over Rockets tonight. I think LeBron, AD, and Reeves, too much of a powerhouse for that young team over there in Houston. Game number 9, Heat versus the Grizzlies in Memphis at FedEx Forum. Heat, Jimmy Butler, Kyle Lowry bringing the veteran presence off the bench now. Dragic bringing his veteran presence off the bench now. Tyler Hero starting this year, coming to the fold, coming off that broken arm injury that had him out the NBA Finals. So, and then you got the Grizzlies that having problem with John Morant and them young dudes over there. So I'm taking Heat over Grizzlies tonight. Game number 10, Pistons versus the Bucks. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Damian Lillard. I think they're going to be a little bit too much for the Detroit Pistons and the young Bulls they got over there. But don't get me wrong, Cunningham, you on the rise. Cunningham going to be on the rise real soon. He going to be a big presence in the NBA in years to come. But tonight, I think Dame Lillard and Giannis Antetokounmpo going to be too much for the young star-powered Detroit Pistons tonight. Game number 11, Pelicans versus Timberwolves. This game a little bit of a toss-up. Depends on who come out, who show up, who come out to play. You got Cat. If he show up to play better than Zion Williamson, it'll be all T-Wolves. But if it even, it's gonna be a toss-up. But I think I'm gonna take the Timberwolves over the Pelicans tonight. One reason only, can Zion Williamson stay healthy? Can Brandon Ingram stay healthy? Can them dudes stay together? But I got Timberwolves over the Pelicans tonight. The 12th game I'm bringing to you It's the Cavaliers versus the Thunders. Cavaliers, Donovan Mitchell. Thunders, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's another toss-up game. Who really gonna show up to play? Donovan Mitchell gonna show up to play? Is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander gonna show up to play? We just gotta wait and see. But I think I'm gonna take the Cavaliers over the Thunders tonight. One reason, I think Donovan Mitchell gonna outplay Shai Gilgeous-Alexander tonight. Game number 13 I'm bringing to you is Raptors versus the Mavericks. Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving on the Mavericks. Raptors, Freddie VanVleet, and Pascal Siakam. That is another toss-up game. Who really gonna show up and play? The Mavericks been having an up and down season. So have the Raptors. So I'm gonna take the Raptors over the Mavericks in this one. The Raptors over the Mavericks, I think they got a little more step with Pascal Siakam and Freddie VanVleet compared to Kyrie Irving, that may or may not want to be in Dallas. They hinting that he want to head out to LA to play with LeBron again. So it all depends. We're going to have to wait and see. But I'm taking Raptors over the Mavericks in this one. In the last game I'm going to be talking about is Trailblazers versus the Kings. The struggling Trailblazers, they just traded Dame Lillard to the Milwaukee Bucks, facing the high-powered Kings with De'Aaron Fox and Dylan Murray. So I'm taking Kings over the Trailblazers in this one. Trailblazers are young and up-and-coming talent. The Kings is a young and up-and-coming talent, but I think the Kings got more talent compared to the Trailblazers. The Kings coming off a first-round skid. I think if the Kings had more experience last year, they would have beat the Golden State Warriors. But we're not going to live in the past. We're going to live in the future. I'm taking Kings over the Trailblazers tonight. Them is all the games that are going down tonight. Tune in on Nesson Station right now for Celtics versus 76ers. Who you got? I'm taking Celtics over the 76ers in this one. I think Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum is too much of a high-powered for just one man, Joel Embiid, without James Harden on his team. It might be a long season for the 76ers facing the Celtics. We'll have to wait and see. Thank you for tuning in to the Season 2 premiere First Down Sports News. Tune in to the 12 o'clock show, the 3 o'clock show, and the 6 o'clock show on YouTube. All of them will be uploaded. I'll be coming back tomorrow at 11 a.m. I'll see you then. From First Down Sports News, and the host Dante Raby. Peace.